Kemper Profiler Tones and Talks, episode number 6. If I'm correct, I'm here with Mr. Thomas Dill. My name is Tom Wendt, and we are discussing and deconstructing the episodes of that tone show. Thomas created 21 videos with journey through the profiler's effects arsenal with incredible dishes of tone combinations, and he created music for all these sound effects and tones. And here's episode 6. So this is, well, again, if I can say something about this, I see, I don't know, in the 60s, people working on, this LED flickering computers, doing stuff there. And then sometimes, then at some point, a bad guy comes in and is using this technology for some world domination shit, and then in the end, of course, he doesn't succeed and stuff like that. So I don't know where this is coming from. This might be totally weird, but yeah, Thomas, what were your ideas when you came up with this? It's quite it's an interesting combination.
I hadn't this world stuff in mind. It was just some music, and creating some sounds with those harmonic and chromatic melody delays. That was the intention for that episode, and of course in a modern sounding music style. With 4 on the floor, bass drum, and all that stuff, just to create this more modern style, which I think fits good with those chromatic and pitch shifted delays to get some synthetic guitar sounds, not the original old school Marshall and fuzz style, just something which is going further and more modern sounding. And I'm using 2 different delays on that video, and let's dive into it. I share you the screen. Here we are, the rig manager, and as you see, there's a compressor, Kemper drive, amp, of course, quad harmonic, melody chromatic, and a natural reverb. In the icons, you can see a red and blue dot here on the quad harmonic and the melody chromatic. Mm-hmm. That means there are parameters in these effect modules that are controlled by morphing. I will show you in a minute. Mm-hmm. And start from the top, turning everything off, and here we are with the amp profile. Clean amp, Tweed Deluxe, as in the other videos too. Nothing fancy on that one. EQ position is pre, just to boost a bit the higher frequencies, but no overdrive sound because gain is set to 1.3. Then I have the compressor. Here is it. And again, it's just to boost the lower picked notes without the compressor. They would be too low, and this is something I really like to have for those sounds, to get a bit boost on the lower picked notes so that I can pick low and have not much yeah, something like overtones when you play loud. You get some stiff noise on the tone, which is great for fuzzy or overdrive sounds, but not so great for creating those quad harmonic or harmonic delay sounds, because therefore you need a really clear tone. Nothing of dirt or of added noise to that, just a really clear tone with one note. And that's great to have this compressor here. Next one is the Kemper drive. And here we have a morphed parameter. The drive parameter will be morphed for the second section. And it's just to give the sound a little bit more dirty tone. And shape it a bit. The tone is on 4.7, but nothing fancy on that one. But when I switch on the morph knob, so now we have the morph sound for the second section, and we have the drive on 7.8. You get an overdrive sound. So that's with that. And now the natural reverb. It's a long reverb, 8 seconds, room size on 10, a pre-delay of 100 milliseconds, and the mix is on 23.9%. So not much, but just to have this huge room hall sound in the back. The guitar is dominant because the mix is not much for that one. And it's just to create a bit of atmosphere when I'm playing. This is the part or the sound for the first part. And now the real important effect comes in, the quad harmonic. And this is how it sounds like. Oh no, I'm wrong. The melody chromatic is the first one. Without that one, here's just one short picked note. So what's going on here? We have again 4 delays on that with 4 different note values. It's 116, 216, 316, and 416. So that means I'm creating a 16th note pattern. Going on and going on. Feedback is on 50%, so the pattern will be repeated a lot, as you can hear. It's tempo synced, so tempo sync is on, and let's see, it's on 107.0 BPM. This is the song tempo. And now the delay creates a pitch shifted signal on the repeats. And this is not in harmony, so not on a specific key. It's just a pitch shifted in a steady way. And the first note is 7 half steps up, then 14 half steps up, 12 half steps up, and again to the root note, 0 half steps. So when I play, let's say an E on the A string, I get this one. Without the delay, oh no. This is the melody it creates. So no, the first note, the 5th, the 9th, and the octave. Yeah, and then going back to the root note. interesting is you can use that with every chord because it has no third. So if you play a minor chord or a major chord, it works. This works on that particular pattern. The next thing is volume. Here we have the 4 volumes. Every note is on 10. And then the panorama is set. The first note is on -100. That means on the far left, the far right. The right is the second note. Third note is on left, and then the fourth note again on the right side. And that's all with that pattern. And I'm playing, sometimes short notes, sometimes longer notes. It's just simple to create those sounds, taking a short note and taking a longer note. And of course, you can play some ghost notes on that. So it doesn't get anyway muddy or something like that. It's really staple, those delays. They know when there's a played note and when there's a ghost note, the delay reacts not with a stiff sound or something like that. Okay, so that's all about. One thing, the high cut. I don't want to have this delay notes too sounding too digital, as I can say. I have a high cut at 4K, so they're sounding a bit more warmer with a warmer tone or something like that. Okay, next delay is the quad harmonic, and this is a very special one. This is how it sounds like. Oh. Morphing.
Wow, now we're talking.
Without the delay, the guitar part is like that. So what it does, it creates, it's a delay used as a harmonizer. So here we have 4 notes, but not in tempo sync. It's just time. And the time you can set on milliseconds, and it's on 0 milliseconds. That means there's no really delay. When you play the note, the delay kicks in, and it kicks in with 4 voices. You have 4 intervals here, -1 octave, a third up, a fifth up, and an octave up in the key, again, of C or A minor. So that means I turn it off. When you play on the A string, you get a lower E, you get a third up, you get the fifth, and you get the octave. So you get this chord by playing just 1 note. With, a more synthetic sound, but that's what I want to have in that song or part. And interesting for that one, the volume 1 to 4 again is at 10, and the panorama is -100 on the left with the first 2 notes. So the octave down and the third are on the left, the octave up and the fifth are on the right. So you have the chord spread it all in the panorama. And interesting is, you can try it out using the time parameter. If you would set it maybe to 500 milliseconds, then the chord comes later. Maybe you can use that too for some kind of songs or something like that. Yeah.
You will dethrone the man from Queen with this.
No.
No. I'm just, of course,
out of
I'm just joking. Now I'm here, but irgendwie, I don't know how to put this. Now they are here and inside and everywhere, compared to now I'm here. That's what this tone is doing, at least. So
yeah, so this is an approach to create some different sounds, and as I said in another episode, to have an effect, a musical effect. So an effect that creates music, and I need to play with this effect. To be honest, it took some time for me to practice and how to get these sounds, because you need to check out which key do I play or which notes do I play. How can I make this thing a bit interesting? It's not nice to have just playing one note and it's a bit boring. But when you create some different rhythms on that, or you play not only on the one, play on an offbeat or something like that, because what I did was and with the delay it's this. So this is something you need to check out, and it's different with every maybe preset from these delays. Sometimes you need to play somewhere on the 8 note offbeat, or sometimes on the 16 note offbeat. So yeah, it's everything is different, and I've please check out the presets for those quad harmonic and melodic delays, because they are really great, but they need to be played right, and of course one note at one time. It's important.
well, that's really amazing. Again, a little bit of reference. These days, Rick Rubin is out there because he wrote a book about creativity and about how to choose and what becomes art and what does not become art. I just heard a very, very long podcast with him about this book during a longer train ride. And I found some other appearances from him at some other places where he talks about creativity and his career and why things happened and stuff like that. And that's always the big question. And this here is a good example as well. So when and why and how do you choose to do something like this? Because I come from the other end. I heard the track with your guitar playing and these sounds in it, and I realized, because I never got something going with these tuned pitched delays and stuff like that. This was DeVry territory, Eventide, some Crazy Kid stuff. I think that's a track from him which uses that. And you come up with this stuff, and it's so weird but also musical, and this creates these pictures. We had this before. I'm this movie geek, and you see fiddly things, small people doing stuff, and then this ooh da do da thing comes in, and that's amazing and so different. I would have never come up with this because I would have chosen different things or chosen to not do that. And you just went there. You went on a path and started creating, and this is so amazing. And that's what creativity is about, and that's what Rick Rubin said. Also, it's always just decide something and do and follow that for a while. If it really stays shit, just okay, then it's shit. But only if you walk, it has the chance to become something. And the long term, and that's why the profiler is so great, because you can walk and do things, and it's all in real time, and you can control it. And the way you morphed the stuff, it's just amazing. And it's this creative journey you can go on, and that's just a healthy thing, and it will bring new impulses in the best case to music and inspire other players you were with as well in the band, or if you're doing electronic stuff also.
But to be honest, it's not something like genius or something like that. What I was playing, it's just the effect that leaded me to do this. It's not that I had something in mind. Oh yeah, I want to create this melody harmonic style with the ninth, the fifth, and everything like that. And I had this melody in mind. Definitely not. So it was just taking one preset, maybe some little tweaks on the intervals or something like that. But I always started with those presets, and then start playing and listen to something like that, fix the tempo. Oh, it's too fast, or it's too slow, or something like that, and then going on.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You just were looking around, took a decision to grab this one, and then go. And so that's where you ended up, and that's a nice picture you created there.
But it took some time, But I had really days when I was just testing or something like that, and I thought, oh no, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't even. Oh no, totally shitty. The next day, I took the same. I always store stuff. The next day, in the morning, after a good espresso, I've played again with those rigs and presets from the delays, and they worked. So you need to give those sounds a bit of time, and not just start, oh no, sounds bad, next one. Take some time, especially on these creative and musical stuff, because when you turn on the chorus or something like that, it sounds. You can play what you want, no problem. It has the chorus sound on. But with those melody stuff, with those pitch shifted stuff, you need to change your playing, and you need to go a little bit back with your playing. So this is very crucial for that. And for guitar player, it's hard to go back with your playing and play less. And
yeah, that's true.
But then it works. So take time and sit down and just have fun with that. That's my advice.
Cool. We'll take this. I'll definitely take this. And thanks again for this advice and for picking and going forward with it. We'll end here, and I can only say then wait for episode number 7, the next one, and there will be more. But for this time, we say thanks a lot for watching, for listening, and thanks a lot for trying these things at home as well. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you want to know, and take care.
Bye.